Well, dang, it was a bittersweet ending. I wish the author's second work that I read had got to finish. I mean, it finished, but it was axed and shown in Jump. But it was just as wild as this, but in a different way. That was kind of similar. And I don't remember the last chapter perfectly, but I think regardless of how it ended, it would be a crazy show to get animated. I think it could still be animated and be the ending was well enough that I think people would enjoy it. But it's sad that Takopi had to essentially give his life in order for them to have a semblance of a better life, essentially. Azuma never helping Caesar, Caesar, Caesar was the best thing for him in a way, and that's kind of messed up. But the influence Takopi had on all these characters, even though they don't remember Takopi and Takopi wasn't there, essentially in this timeline, they still kind of felt his presence, and it helped them to make somewhat better choices. Yeah, their lives still turned out kind of trash. Their friends, though, where that's worth. I mean, Rena still gets scarred by her mama. Siju, mama and papa are both still trash, but at least they're both alive, I guess, and are better to one another than their families are to them in a way, because both of them have trash parents, and Azuma at least has his brother now because he actually got in a fight with him and knows his brother loves him. His mom, hey, it is what it is sometimes. And the fact that like his dad came back as soon as mom in the hospital and was like, yeah, I don't think his daddy was much. We didn't get to meet him or know him, but I'm guessing he wasn't really all that either. Maybe it's just work. I don't know, but forget the parents. The kids are at least better off now because of the influence of Takopi than they were before. Yeah, they were still scarred. Marina still gets scarred. I mean, we see that our mama needed pills, so she's mentally ill, but even then, it's still messed up. And Caesar, sometimes it is what it is. Not everyone should be a parent. Not every parent deserves to have kids. And that's just the truth. People always be like, when you gonna have kids? Some people shouldn't be parents. That's just straight up the facts. Some people just aren't meant to be that, or shouldn't be it to begin with. Especially if you're gonna end up doing what they did to their kids. And I was like, in that newspaper, did it confirm that she kidnapped her two sisters, half sisters, but returned them? I think. So I don't think she actually cut them. But still, that's crazy. And now we know how Takopi ended back up there. Yeah, she hit him with the rock, but it didn't. We didn't get to see it, but it didn't take his life. Heard in the manga we see it, but here from seeing her hit him, we know that he was just knocked out. And as talk with Azuma helped him to realize what he should have done. And it's also sad that Takopi didn't get to say it to his mama, but he was sorry that he ain't talk. Because sometimes that's what's necessary, just talking things out. It won't always solve the issue, but at least they're better now than they were before. They're scarred still, mentally, physically, but at least they're better now. Azuma seems like he is definitely more well off because he wanted to help, but it was in a selfish sense, and it's better that he, how messed up it is, didn't help her. As messed up as that is, because that was the best choice for his life. This is a good finale. Definitely contender for anime of the year. Man, I kind of hope his other work gets adapted, regardless of how it ended. I think it would be a crazy watch, just like this. It would definitely have more than 6 episodes. No, it probably be better as a movie, because it might be only enough for 6 or episodes or 8 at best. But yeah, that was great.